You know, the critical part of the swing takes place in that fraction of a second during which the club and ball are in contact. If everything is all right then, the shot will be good. The only reason we bother with form and the correct swing is to find the best way of consistently bringing about the proper set of conditions at impact. It helps a great deal both to the understanding of the correct swing and the accomplishment of it to have a clear picture of what ought to be happening at this instant. There are three important conditions which have to be fulfilled at the instant of impact in order to produce a perfect straight flying shot. They are, first, that the face of the club should be aligned truly to the hole or other objective. Second, that the club head should be moving exactly along the line of the intended flight of the ball. And third, that the club should be traveling at its maximum speed. In other words, that the stroke should be well timed. The alignment of the face of the club is one of those things which are controlled almost entirely subconsciously. If the fingers maintain throughout the swing a positive though relaxed hold upon the club so that it cannot turn in the hands, the swinging of the club along the proper line and the correct timing of the stroke will of themselves bring the face of the club up square to the ball. One of the most difficult things for the average golfer to do is to keep the club from moving over to the outside and coming across the line of flight as he hits the ball. This happens when the downswing is started with the hands or when the hips begin to turn before the flow of weight has started back to the left foot. The result is either a bad slice if the face of the club is open when it hits the ball, or a pull or smothered hook if it is turned over too soon. This, in effect, is what Harvey does. He doesn't turn his hips enough during the backswing, and then he cuts across the ball with a stroke that is nearly all right-handed. The club face is open, so he slices badly. By starting the downswing with a movement of the hips, and by dropping the right elbow back to the side of the body, the correct swing keeps the club well inside the line of play. This is the only position from which it is possible to swing through straight toward the hole. After the first forward shift of the hips, the body begins to unwind, and the right elbow remains close to the side of the body. The left hip continues to lead the turn and exert its pull through the left arm to the hands and club. The player who uses his hands as a means of beginning the downswing arrives at the point where he's ready to let go and suddenly discovers he has nothing left to hit with. His swing has lost its stinger. With the wrists already straightened out, he must make the effort with his arms and shoulders. The left arm is fully extended, and the wrists have lost only a tiny bit of the angle at which they were cocked at the top of the swing. This angle has begun to open gradually as the club head has gained speed. During the downswing, the hips must continue their turn until at impact they are well around, past their position at address. If the turn is stopped sooner, the left arm must collapse because it will not then be able to complete its swing through the ball. The final complete straightening of the left leg is important to both timing and power. As the left hip moves back, the leg snaps straight and the wrists are whipped open. This is the concluding effort of the swing and the determining factor in good timing.